Hi, these are the weekly updates on the low altitude economy in the Western world. I'm going to separate between Chinese and the Western world because these are really two different ecosystems, and just because of the amount of news to not make these updates too long. Let's start with Archer Aviation, a very big deal for Archer. On May 15, they announced that they were selected as the official air taxi provider of the LA28 Olympic and Paralympic Games and of Team USA during those games. The Summer Olympics offer a huge platform for public visibility as the second most watched sporting event worldwide, only after the FIFA Men's Soccer World Cup. An Archer press release stated, "Through this exclusive partnership, the two will look to integrate Archer's Midnight eVTOL aircraft across the LA28 Games in a variety of ways, such as transporting VIPs, fans, and stakeholders, while electrifying vertiport takeoff and landing hubs for key venues and providing support for emergency services and security." Archer and LA28 will introduce the company's Midnight eVTOL aircraft to Los Angeles, which is expected to host over 15 million visitors and broadcast to billions of viewers globally over the course of the Games. The partnership includes support for Team USA through LA28. Now, this is obviously a very big thing and a great opportunity to personally experience, or at least see up close, one of these new upcoming electric eVTOLs. It's already the second time that the Olympic Games cooperate with an electric eVTOL provider. In Paris, Volocopter from Germany was selected to showcase their model and transport guests to the different venues. Very sadly for Volocopter, though, they only managed to show one prototype and only as a performance show, not for testing or experiencing by interested audiences. This failure foreshadowed the bankruptcy of Volocopter that was announced about half a year ago. Back to Archer Aviation, which also reported its Q1 earnings last week and shared some highlights in their letter to investors. The UAE launch is on track. Archer plans to deliver its first piloted Midnight aircraft to the UAE this summer for deployment later in the year. Archer recently secured design approval for the first hybrid heliport in the UAE located in Abu Dhabi. Also during the quarter, Archer announced its first two early adopter customers, Joby Aviation and Ethiopian Airlines from East Africa. Very interesting to hear that. AI partnership with Palantir. Archer has formed a foundational partnership with the US company Palantir Technologies to build artificial intelligence for the future of next-gen aviation technologies. Palantir builds software platforms for data-driven decision-making in government, military, and commercial sectors, according to their own website. Let's then look at Horizon Aircraft. Canada-based Horizon Aircraft has achieved full wing transition of its large-scale prototype Cavorite X7 aircraft as shown in a video on May 15th and described in their press release. In an official statement, Horizon says the Cavorite X7's unique fan-in-wing design combines the agility and versatility of a helicopter with the speed and strength of a conventional aircraft. Within the transforming wings are 14 powerful lift fans that provide the required thrust for vertical takeoff. Using hybrid technology, they claim to have 30% less carbon emission than a conventional craft of the same type would have. As batteries evolve, they hope to offer a fully battery electric aircraft in the future. Cavorite X7 is projected to fly around 250 miles per hour with a fuel-based range of 500 miles. Already on May 12th, in another press release, Horizon Aircraft had announced that Justin Chapman, a former Rolls-Royce Aerospace expert, is to support the company in a senior advisory capacity, contributing his extensive expertise to the technical development of these Cavorite X7 aircraft systems. The press release says, Chapman brings decades of engineering leadership and deep domain knowledge to Horizon Aircraft. Widely regarded as an expert in electric propulsion and energy systems for aviation, he has held several roles such as Chief of Electronics and Chief of FADEC, Full Authority Digital Engine Control, at Rolls-Royce, where he had helped lead some of the industry's most advanced aerospace technology initiatives. And the third company from the US we're going to talk about is Joby Aviation. Joby also published its Q1 report to shareholders with the following highlights. Joby ended the quarter with $813 million in cash and short-term investments, not including the additional $500 million financial commitment from Toyota. That was big news recently. Toyota is entering Joby Aviation. The fifth aircraft from Joby's pilot production line in Marina, California has been powered on for the first time. And Joby claims record progress on the certification of its aircraft for a second quarter in a row. Joby then claims the title to be the world's first electric air taxi company to move to routine transition flights with a pilot on board the eVTOL, making a critical step towards starting FAA flight testing. Joby did a power move by showcasing two of its aircraft flying in parallel in a test flight last week. Joby announced a partnership with Virgin Atlantic to launch air taxi services in the UK, starting with their hubs at London Heathrow and Manchester. And Joby's expanded manufacturing facility, which more than doubles the existing Marina footprint, is nearing completion, set to be handed over to Joby in June. Let's now look at some European news. Klein Vision, the Slovakia-based developer of the Air Car, the world's first certified flying car, recently unveiled its production prototype at the 2025 Living Legends of Aviation Gala Dinner located in Beverly Hills, USA, reports a press release. The production prototype, designed for commercial scalability, was developed from years of rigorous testing and technical refinement. It will become the world's first mass-produced flying car. That is according to the press release of Klein Vision. Vertical Aerospace announced this week it is developing a hybrid eVTOL variant of its VX4 aircraft, expanding range and payload capabilities to 1,000 miles or 10 times the range of the all-electric variant, and a payload of up to 1,100 kilogram, reports a press release. Italy-based UrbanV, a vertiport infrastructure developer and innovative air mobility services provider, together with Speedbird Aero, a drone logistics solution company, recently announced a cooperation to advanced development of innovative air mobility in Italy. This collaboration will unite UrbanV's experience of innovative aerial services with Speedbird Aero's advanced drone technologies to create an integrated ecosystem for advancing innovative air mobility and cargo drone services. And back to the UK. UK's leading provider of air traffic control services and ATS services announced this week the launch of their white paper, which outlines recommendations to assist the growth of the advanced air mobility industry. Find a link to request the white paper in the description of this video. And these are the updates for this week in the low-altitude economy in Europe and the US. I'm your host, Harald Buchmann. Thank you for watching.